Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Mac Merlin stream. See a hello Manlis, Nicolail, Barugi, Tataimo, Krakenwise, and Utsarati, and a Cloudjack joining in. Thank you. See Tataimo subscribing at tier 1, subscribed for 13 months. Thank you very much. Let's see if you guys caught the Twitch alert. This is my last stream of 2022, just because the next Sunday is a Christmas day, and then the following Sunday after that is New Year's. So, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be spending time with family and friends, so no group buy streams on those days. So this is the last one of 2022. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a weekly news segment in which I cover all the group buys that are occurring in our hobby on a week-per-week basis. This particular episode covers anything tonight, December 18th, all the way till Christmas Eve, December 24th. So yeah, as I said earlier, this is the last one of the year. We'll resume again, not on January 1st, but on January 7th. So yeah, last one of the year. So without further ado, let's get started with ending group buys. And by the way, you guys can follow along with the GB list command. Click on that Google Docs link, which I should probably shorten, and you guys can see what I've already talked about on this stream. So without further ado, let's go to our very first ending group buy. This is the Jasmine Keycap set. If you remember, last week the one that expired was the DCX set. That's Drop's cherry profile. And yeah, I really love the colors, really love the cherry profile. I didn't buy it quite yet. I kind of want to see more of it in the wild. Hopefully one will show up at the Seattle meetup so I can really take a look at it first and ascertain for myself whether or not it's worth getting. But in terms of colors, absolutely gorgeous. The same with the MT3 set here. 120 bucks for the base set, or actually the base set is... So earlier this was 99 bucks, but then I guess it bumped up the price a little bit. So yeah, you can get the accents for 45, the base is 120. Earlier it was 99, then you have the ortho, then you have the space bars. If you wanted to go all in on this, you're looking at spending about 250 bucks all in all. Shipping out pretty soon. It's shipping out in 2 days actually. Or actually in 3 days. December 21st, 2022. I assume if you're within the continental United States, you'll get it within a few days. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So check it out before the 20th. Alright, the next set that's expiring expires on the 23rd. Yeah, DCX Jasmine, the group buy expired and then it became in stock, as that's just how Drop operates. But here we go. Tomocaps Hangwa expiring on the 23rd. This is a 1-kit key set at $85. I don't actually know very much about Tomocaps, but when I first talked about this on the stream, I mentioned that the colors were not to my liking. I thought it was a little too undersaturated, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I didn't quite like it, but for 85 bucks, you can expect a delivery of March 2023. And these are PBT cherry profiles. It kind of reminds me of the Korean confections, but there was I think it was soju. I think it was EPBT soju from last year that this reminds me of, especially like the pink modifiers right here. So yeah, limited to 300 units. Estimated stock arrival date of March 2023. All for 85 bucks. Cool. So yeah, check it out if you guys are interested in that one. You have until the 23rd to make your purchase. As far as I know, those are the only key sets that are expiring this week. But yeah, let's move on to keyboards that are expiring. One keyboard that is expiring tomorrow, actually. This one has been running several times already, but this is the BN009. Check it out. This is a 9-key macro pad available in 3 different colorways: silver, E-white, or black. It kind of reminds me of the KBD Fans 5-degree board with all those chamfered edges there. And yeah, 70 bucks, and they're looking at a delivery date to you, the customer, of Q1 2023. A little breakdown of what it looks like. Yeah, I think it's a fairly attractive macro pad. I don't really have a use for a macro pad that's this size. I'd rather have like a macro pad with rotary encoders, which is why I've got this guy, which I bought from Drop actually. I still have to like properly program all of the key switches, but right now I'm still like experimenting with it. Yeah, check it out. This is how it all goes together. USB-C, and then what's this? All dimensions in millimeters. There we go. Bind pad BN09, 9 key macro pad dimensions. $70 if you're looking for a little cute little macro pad. Delivery of Q1 2023. Every time this one comes up, I think about wanting to buy it, but I'm always so unsure of wood. What I'm talking about is the KL90 in wood. Anywhere from $330 all the way till $420 depending on the options that you choose or the kind of wood that you choose as well. The woodland case, actually it's not $330 anymore, it's $300. Looks like there's a small sale. Fulfillment is expected Q3 2023. You've also got the Sakura case, also dropped down from $30. The Sakura color is so nice. Then there's the shadow one. This is the one that was $420, but it's dropped down to $380. So yeah, a small Christmas discount, if you will. So yeah, keep in mind this is case only, as you guys can see from the description here. If you want an actual board, you do have to splurge a little bit more. $60 for the PCB and $25 for the plate. And if you want a wooden knob as well, that's an additional $8. So yeah, expected Q3 2023, and you have until tomorrow to make your purchase. You have the woodland and it's good, says Barugi. Barugi, quick question for you. How long have you had the board? Have you experienced any changes in the wood due to environmental factors? I would really love to hear your opinion on this. Let's see, Sumac says, the wood is really nice. The problem is the PCB, it will not arrive. Oh no. The PCB will not arrive anytime soon. I guess that's the gotcha, right? Dual encoder or OLED and single encoder. Cool, cool, cool. Hot swap PCB. Let's see, Barugi has had it for about 2 to 3 months. No warping at this time. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. To be fair, I do have one of the first wooden 60% boards. And so far, no warping either. And I've had it for several years at this point. But tray mounts are kind of hard to mess up, so fingers crossed. So yeah, the next board that is expiring on Christmas Eve. Now this one's an interesting. Hey, FitLab's joining in. Thanks for joining in, FitLab. But this one is the RE65, and they call it Ultimate Sound and Minimalistic Elegance. Interesting. Foamless by Nuxro SKB. This is actually also a missed group buy. Like, I found it last week, and apparently it started last week as well. And here we go. Look at that. It's got lots of RGB. Dazzling spaceship kit with illuminated LED, fuel powered by the RGB front bar. So look at that. So you can buy this for $240, and depending on your options, goes up to $270. You have the premium edition. So let's go look at the base model first. Here, look at this. External brass weight, FR4 leaf spring, Paron gasket, bottom feet, frosted acrylic front bar, cool, cool, cool. Typing angle 7 degree. Kit only was 1600 grams and fully built is 2300 grams. And check this out, guys. Case compatible with the KBD67 PCB and the KBD67 Lite PCB. If I were you and you really want this board, I would go with the KBD67 Lite. The KBD67 at this point is a little bit older. I know they've updated the PCB, but I personally have more faith with the KBD67 Lite PCB. So yeah, let's take a look at a few more of these pictures of the base model. Let's see, Bree Wonderful says, it looks so thin, would be an interesting sound to say the least. Yeah, ooh, that's a big brass weight. Cool. Interesting. So there are many boards that support the KBD67 Lite PCB now. There was the Sango 65, right? Now we have one of these. So yeah, if that's the base model, what is the premium version? Let's take a look at what's different here. So yeah, colors available: black, gray, silver, and red. FitLab has the Sanwa 65 and really like it. I'm still kind of undecided on mine. I almost put it up for sale the other day just because I was like, I don't do anything with this. This should go to someone who would actually like it. But here we go. External copper weight. So that's the difference. The base model only has a brass weight, but this one has a copper weight. And to some, that might not be like an upgrade because, you know, copper tends to tarnish faster than brass. But some people like copper. Let's see, everything else is the same. The kit only 1900 grams. How does the copper change the weight at all? I would doubt it. Yes, actually it does. 300 grams more, 300 grams heavier. So what's the aluminum version? What's different here? The external brass weight, same deal. Selected aluminum. Oh, okay. If you do not like an RGB front, like that stuff doesn't make you happy, you can replace it with an aluminum front bar and omit the RGB entirely. So yeah, different prices from 240, 260, and 270. And this thing is meant to be delivered by January. Just 1 month to go, guys. And this one expires on Christmas Eve. Kraken says real copper. I would assume so. I'm gonna have to agree with what a few people have said here. This does look like a really pretty board. You kind of like the RGB on the front for a change. Usually it's on the bottom or sides and hard to see. I agree with you, but keep in mind the PCBs that are compatible with this all have the RGBs on the bottom. But I wonder if the default PCB for this is a little different and has the RGBs pushed more towards the front. They don't show any pictures of the PCB or any renders of the PCB, so I can't actually answer that. Yeah, 270 for a copper weight is not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, check it out. You guys have until Christmas Eve to make your mind. As far as I know, those are the only 3 keyboards that are expiring this week. Once again, that's the 3x3 numpad, the BN009R2, followed by the wooden 75%, the KL90, and what we just talked about, the 65% with the RGB front glow. Out of these 3 keyboards, which one is the audience most interested in? Let me know in chat. Resistance frequency says RE65, RE65. KL90 says Wolford. Cool. RE65. RE65, but kind of weary since they're new. Got my wood KL90 minus the PCB. It's very high quality. Really impressed with it. Nice. I think for me, I'm gonna have to agree that the RE65 looks really nice. But I'm kind of like, okay. So as much as I like the KBD67 series of boards, I kind of prefer boards that have their own daughter board. Just because, you know, if you ever break that USB port, if something goes wrong, like an ESD shock, you're pretty much, you kind of have to rebuild the entire board. Whereas if it has a daughter board, you just have to replace the daughter board. That's really the only thing that's stopping me from jumping in on this. The KL90 though, like this is a board that I've been staring at for the longest time. I just can't, I don't know, I like how it looks, but I think it's excessive, you know? Like I'm not gonna use those 2 columns on the left and on the right. And the rotary encoder on the top left actually messes me up. You guys know one of my favorite boards is the LW75. And it's got an encoder on the top left. That's the whole reason why I don't use the board as much, because every time I try to press my escape key, I press the encoder by accident. So I'm like, ah, crap. So I would say in reality, probably none of these 3 boards are really calling out to me. Kraken says, the KL90 is a nice statement piece, but I'll have to, yeah, I would call it that. It's a very beautiful board, like especially the Sakura version. That would, oh man, that just looks gorgeous. You know what I was thinking? When I saw this, I was like, this is the perfect keyboard color for GMK Fengli Su. If you guys wanted to buy all of the ending group buys that I talked about, starting from MT3 Jasmine on drop all the way till the RE65, you're looking to spend a grand total of $1,057. Pretty cheap week, if I say so for myself. $1,057. And if you were to only buy the base kits and like nothing else, it's only 800 bucks. So from 800 to 1,057, not a big gap. I've been saying it the last couple months, but this winter has been really slow for keyboards. Even with the audience participation, there's just not much these days. Let's move on to missed group buys. Let's see, we did miss quite a few last week, despite the high audience participation, we still missed quite a few last week. There we go. Let's talk about the very first board that I missed. This one started last week and it's expiring on January 1st. There we go. You guys can check this one out. This is another Divinikey set, DMK Game Master. Starting off with a base kit of 88 bucks. Actually, three base kits. The two regular base kits, the one with the front print and the green alphas are 88. And then the top print one, here let's look closer, is $83. You've also got novelties for 33, alphas for 30, then the front printed ones for 38, 10 bucks for space bars, you have a desk mat for 21, and a cable for 50 bucks. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's look at it closer now that I'm not having to go through all of the prices and all that. This looks like a photo. Because if you look at the pipe key, it's not seated properly. So I think this is a photo. This set already exists. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I was just about to mention that. Not my ideal font, but you know, it works. Like this is an Icky 68, one of my favorite boards. Oh, here we go. Capsule 65. Excellent. Artisan holder. An artisan holder for novelties. For novelties. There we go. Cool board. Yeah, I think the non-cherry legends on the cherry profile keycap really trips me up. The arrow keys are chubby. Yeah, I see that. I don't know if that's manufacturing or if that's intentional. Right? We don't know. Capsule 65. Cool. $100 bill. Okay, I guess we reached the end of it. Cool, but yeah, these are PBT die-subbed keycaps, inspired by classic tabletop RPGs. They're designed by Zero G Studio, opened on the 15th, which is why we missed it last week, expiring on the 1st, and delivery is expected in April 2023. So you manufacturer brands wins. Oh, okay, that's the cable manufacturer. Okay, cool. But yeah, 88 bucks for the base kit. If you wanted to go all in, you're looking at $446 for the set, buying all three base kits and the novelties and the alpha, space bars, desk mat, and cables. As I was saying, 88 bucks for the base, or 446 to go all in, and you're looking at looking to be waiting until April 2023. So not that far of a wait, actually. The next key set I missed is also expiring on the 1st and also started last week. This one is from CreateKeebs. I did not know that CreateKeebs made their own key sets now. So this is very interesting. This is the CreateKeebs Great Wall Keycaps being sold on Keebs for All. This is a one kit key set at 79 bucks. Looks like it's got full size board support and most of the layouts in between, and quite a few novelties as well. Look at that. Great Wall novelties. Cool. I wanted a render of what the board would look like. It does give me kind of a Honeywell-ish type vibe. Looks so good. $79. Group buy starts December 1st and ends January 1st. Estimated shipping is Q1 2023. Once again, this is a PBT die sub cherry profile, 182 keys, and looks like it was designed by Aloha KB Studio and is being manufactured by CreateKeebs. Yeah, this is a very big kit. Lots of support for $79. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a decent colorway, check it out. So those are the only two key sets that I missed from last week. We'll talk about two keyboards next. Now this one is an interesting board that I did not even know was being made, but definitely caught my attention. This is the Moonphase 60. Moonphase 60. And why did it catch my attention? Because the first picture I saw of it was yellow, and I was like, ooh, I like yellow boards. But yeah, for $330, you get a 60%. And let's see, important specs. O-ring gasket mounted keyboard case, CNC machine 6063. This is a case only board, 8-pole O-ring mount, 6-degree typing angle. What else is here? Professional 2K acrylic paint cured under 110 degrees. That's very interesting. And then you've got the Harvest Yellow RAL 2007. Contents, keyboard case, rubber feet. It kind of reminds me of the, oh god, what was like that 65% that, well, it's the M65 from Rama. That's what it reminds me of in terms of like the bezels and like the roundness of the edges and all that. 300 Bakaneko, no PCB. Yep, no PCB. This is a painted board using car paint. So yeah, don't know how people feel about that. Most people like anodization, most people like E-white, but here it is. See, helicopter, if this were 80, I would buy it. Think of this as a thick bezeled Bakaneko. Let's do that. And yeah, check it out. This guy expires on the 31st, literally the end of the year, and you're looking to get a delivery of Q3 2023. The next board that I missed, this one we've got a little bit more time. This one expires on the 8th, January 8th of 2023. Go. This is the Bulwark TKL. Selling on Mex & Co. for 470 bucks. You do have quite a few options available. Abyss green, navy blue. Oh, I was expecting that to change. Just have to click it. Let's see. That's Abyss green, which I'd say looks pretty darn good. Then you've got navy blue. I'm assuming that's navy blue, even though it doesn't really look a deep navy blue. Then you've got lilac. Assume it's that one. Lilac. Orange. The orange looks really good too. I like that. Then you got a deep red. All the colors look nice. Then if you just want regular plain old silver, there's that. Then there's E-white. E-white does bring the price up to $480 from, looks like it's only a $10 difference to get the E-white. But yeah, you can buy this in either soldered, hot swap ISO, or hot swap ANSI. You'll notice that the hot swap PCBs are $10 more expensive as well. And of course, you can add a matching wrist rest. If you go with no matching wrist rest, it does drop the price down a little bit. A couple more specs here. Typing angle 6 degrees, 19mm front height, 2 kilograms built. Case top is aluminum, case bottom is frosted PC with scratch resistant finish on the outside. Interesting. I don't see this mentioned very often. The weight material is a brushed stainless steel. Nice. PCB is designed by Honeybush and it's a white colored edition of the H88 PCB. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm personally very interested in the orange or the green. This guy just started last week and is running till January 8th. Looking to spend just a tad bit under 400 bucks. And it's looking to be delivered in Q4 of 2023. So there's quite some time before you absolutely have to buy it, and quite some time before it arrives to you. Yeah, check it out, January 8th. Anyway, let's talk about in-stock stuff. So the very first item that I want to talk about that's in stock, something that I was sent actually, was by Zenclack. So Zenclack's one of my many sponsors on this channel. If you want to buy anything from Zenclack, make sure you use discount code WIZARD and you'll get a small 5% discount, and I'll get a small kickback as well. But yeah, these guys. Plastic GMK replacement trays. If you guys have ever bought a GMK set, especially within the last 2 or 3 years, you know that their trays suck. In fact, if you're not careful and you store them inappropriately, they will attract roaches. I will not link the Reddit post because it will make you puke. But yes, these are plastic cases that are a lot sturdier. In fact, let me show you mine. So yeah, you'll notice that they actually also have one additional row in addition to the regular GMK one, so you can fit more keycaps in them. This is 11 bucks for 2. And I think the main reason why you want to buy this is because that way you can reuse these. Like, you don't have to like fold them up and store them. You can actually take them and it fits just like that. Whew. See? These actually stored the keycaps fairly well. If you shake them this way or like that way, it only gets minorly interrupted, but you know. But yeah, someone earlier asked if these support SA. Let me just do that quick check. Because I will say that they look pretty deep. This is SA Olivia. SA Olivia. Let's get a space bar. Put it in. Yeah, it's kind of pushing it. Yeah, let's go look for an R1. R1 key, where are you? Here we go, R1 key. Yeah, that's shooting way past it. It's not gonna close. But like, R3 seems fine. Yeah, it's not gonna fit. R3 seems fine though, so if you have one of those uniform profile SA sets, those should fit. Let's see, first time chat from X Sally the Goose. Chat, is GMMK Pro bad? Can get the parts for 44% off. Since the GMMK Pro got released, there have been many that have exceeded its quality, its typing experience, its sound for the same price or lower. So anyway, to answer someone's question earlier, it can fit SA, but it's got to be the uniform profile one. To HR Logic, 1000 retooled MX Blacks, nice. Do you store these vertically without issues? Store them vertically. What do you mean? You mean like that? Is that what you mean by vertically? Okay, yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, so if you guys want to reuse your GMK bandoliers, this is the way. The next in-stock item that I want to bring your attention to is on Canon keys. Now this one's another fairly new keycap manufacturer. Here we go. This next item is WS Kraken by Wutra Studio. Yeah, nice looking dark set. Light blue on gray and black. Very pretty set. I've been eyeing this set for a while, and I'm glad to see it finally in stock on Canon keys. Look at that. Let's see. $85 for the base kit, and the base kit has split space bars and fairly good kit coverage. You can buy the 40s for $34, and novelty is for $29. So yeah, this is a double shot PBT set. Crisp legends and all that. I don't have any Wutra Studio sets yet, so I don't know for sure. But if I were to buy one, this is the one that I would buy right now. And last but not the least is a keyboard that's also on Canon keys. If you guys have noticed throughout my streams, even though I don't like TKLs very much, I do like F-Rollless TKLs, and they don't really come around too much in our hobby. So whenever I see one, I'm like, ooh, very interesting. This one is the Onyx. Well, not quite an F-Rollless TKL because it has a macro column on the left side, but this is the Onyx for $550. And as you can see, only the E white is available right now. You still have your option between WinKey and WinKeyless, and the grades are A- and B, or A and A-, depending on like which one you buy. But yeah, I'm assuming this is gonna be the, here we go, that's the white right there. Oh, the green would look excellent. Yeah, look at that. F-Rollless TKL with left side macro column. Yeah, these are in stock extras, and by the looks of it, it's going pretty quick, so make sure you check it out before it runs out. We don't actually have a starting group buy segment this week. I couldn't find anything that was starting. Like, I found like a Switch or two, but I was like, I don't want to just have a segment just for one item that's like small like that. So we're gonna jump straight into the audience group buy section from here. Okay, Tataimo's sending me something here. This is the Kit Adam pre-order for $59. It is apparently a Lego keyboard as well, which is very interesting. And it is pre-order and will ship around January 5th to January 15th. You can choose white, choose the base kit or the full kit. Look at that. I'm gonna say it's not as fancy as the Melgeek Pixel, with a brick built case, gasket mount, QMK, and unlimited upgrade potential. Interesting. Hot swappable RGB and QMK sound package. Make it your own. Screw free build. Built weight is 500 grams. The full weight is 700 grams. Interesting. If you really like Legos, this might be the thing for you. If the Melgeek Pixel was too big and you wanted something smaller, this might be it for you. I'd love to see what the PCB looks like though. That looks to be a standard 60 PCB. Did they say anything about it? PCB 64 does not say anything about compatibility. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But here, check it out. Apparently you've got until January 5th. This one's from Kraken. Kraken says it is 65% gasket mounted keyboard by Chinese board maker Tacworks. Vendor is KP Republic, no end date listed, and I think this is a new GB. I think it's interesting, but it is KP Republic. Go Tacworks. That looks like a carbon fiber plate for $400. Aluminum kit, Bluetooth 2.4G wireless cable 3 mode. Interesting. You can choose between black, silver, green. Interesting. 2 shades of green. And brass plate. Tacworks. Oh, are those LEDs? LEDs to designate indicator status. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be a QMK powered board though. I think this is their own custom implementation, especially since it's Bluetooth. Cool. That's interesting that the base plate is a carbon fiber one and brass is the optional. Interesting. Look at that. It's not QMK, it's something else. Okay, gasket. That's nice. Looks like it's going to be daughterboard powered as well. Renders and sample photos. Nice. Tacworks 65. Logo looks like a RamaWorks copy. Tacworks, RamaWorks, you know. One could say it's kind of tacky. Oh yeah, this board. Okay. This one, the Moondrop keyboard on drop. This one's super interesting. I've seen pictures of this, I just didn't know that it would be sold on drop. But for 300 bucks, check it out. This is a 75% board with an F13. Hi-Fi keyboard is a truly hybrid experience for enthusiasts of both mech keys and high-end audiophile products. Interesting. There's a stack built right in, so you can plug one cable into your computer and use the dash as your main interface. What the heck? What in the world? Dual Poron pads. It uses a high-end Moondrop Moonriver 2 DSD256. I have no clue what that is. This is not a industry that I'm particularly interested in, so I don't follow any of this. If anyone can shed some light and to you know, verify whether or not this is actually a good thing. What else? The dash ships, the custom Moondrop and linear switch pack. Okay. I'm really curious. I'm so curious about it. But would I ever listen to music on my keyboard? Is that something I want to do? It's a $250 DAC. Okay. And good, says Pancake Types. It does. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a knob. That is a missed opportunity. Okay, so a couple questions about this board. What is the mounting? Does it tell me anything? Okay, south facing, hot swappable, that's good. They mentioned Poron dampening, so I assume that's gasket. Estimated ship date is March 2nd, 2023. That's not bad. Okay. See, Pancake says it's integrated plate. Okay, integrated plate. That's like the original ID80. So probably not good. Helicopter Fluffy says, I think Keyboard said he was mad because it was actually so good. The DAC or the keyboard, Helicopter. It also has an amp headphone out, so they should have added a knob for convenience. Yeah, for sure. Helicopter says both. Really? Interesting that an integrated plate 75 would sound and feel good. Yeah, this is a very interesting board. The board just doesn't look good to me. This actually looks really ugly. This board actually looks pretty ugly to me, but it's got cool features. It's got cool features, I will give it that. But here, if you guys are interested, check it out. Apparently there are 8 days left. Agree on the fugly. Okay. What's this board called again? Moondrop something? Moondrop Dash. Okay. I'll put it in our group by list. Moondrop Dash. Anyway, I'm not seeing anyone else send me stuff, so I think this is a good time to end the stream. Let's see. As I said earlier, this is my last group buy stream of 2022, simply because the next 2 Sundays are Christmas and New Year's, and I'll be spending time with family and friends. So in fact, I'll be up in Canada for one of them. So yeah, it'll be, you know, no time to do all this, and I don't really want to bring my gear anymore. I'm tired of it. So yeah, we will not be doing a stream on New Year's Day or on Christmas Day. But yeah, it's also not my last stream. My last stream will be this coming Wednesday, in which I will be building the Sunset 80 by Fox Lab. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts and opinions after a fully built board, definitely tune in then, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. PDT. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hope that you guys get to spend time with all your loved ones as well. Alright everyone,